Hello, I'm Cerys Clark. I am 20 years old at the moment and I used to do the LLS course over in Qatar in 2017. So from a very young age, I knew I kind of always wanted a career in sport, whether that was going to be a coach or whether it was going to be a PE teacher. So I knew whatever I was going to do, it's going to have to be something to do with sport. So I feel like when Mark and Jordan first came in to give the talk about LLS, I thought that it was the right course for me straight away. They touched upon how much work experience you would be getting, how the course was split from practical to theory. And I felt like that really applied to me because I wasn't the type of person to sit in a classroom for 5 hours of my life and just sit there and listen to teachers speak. And with me, the way I learn through doing practical things. So whether that be learning through sport, whether that be learning through teaching, and everything they said just kind of ticked all my right boxes, saying about work experience, talking about where I could go on from there, and everything like that just applied to me. I think the main skill I developed throughout was my confidence and my self-esteem. Before I joined LLS, I would never have dreamt of speaking about my experiences. I'd never have thought that I'd stand up in front of the class and speak to other people, or even teaching. I knew I wanted to be a teacher, but even then I thought, oh my God, how am I ever going to do it? So I felt like LLS kind of brought out the confidence in me by teaching me how I would teach the kids in a theory situation, but then I'd also apply that into practical situation. And they were great at giving feedback and everything like that. I developed so many other skills. I've learned about new sports, which I never thought I'd learn about. My main sport was hockey, netball, swimming or cross country. I'd never thought I'd be able to teach rugby or football, but through the course, I've learned a range of different sports and how to teach them and also how to play them myself. So at the start of the course, we got to meet, people would come in and speak about their experiences as guest speakers, as we would call them. So we had one physiotherapist come in and they give a talk about their experiences and everything. So we got to meet a lot of them. We also got to meet someone from Sri Lanka who came in to talk about his coaching business that he set up over there and the opportunities that we could have going over there to coach for him as well. During it, we also did work experience with Evo, which is one of like the leading the coaching sites over there. So that was amazing. And then I was also fortunate enough to hold somebody from Leeds who came over to Qatar for a week. And she then got to experience what life was like in Qatar. She got to come into school with me. And then from there, she also got to do the work experience. And I've honestly made like a lifelong friend out of it. I think the best experience from the course was the whole work experience side of it. I got to teach with primary PE staff. I got to run my own sessions. I got to take feedback from them. And then from there, I also got to help coach the under 13s and primary school kids in netball. And then I went to different events from there. I coached my own team. I refereed over there. And I think that was definitely the experience because it's helped me a lot when I've come into uni. So my next steps from there was to go to university back in Wales, which I'm currently doing now. I'm doing a PE course in Carmarthen and I'm now in my second year. Either I wanted to go to university when I was in Qatar, or I kind of wanted to start my own swimming business up, which I still think I could do in the future. But I think the university side of it has given me a lot of experience. One of my modules in the first year was to do with swimming and teaching of it. They've given me the opportunity to gain qualifications for my swimming teaching. So yeah, just kind of university. Then from there, I'm going to go on to do my PGCE and then hopefully become a primary school teacher in the future. So I have had a lot of advantages over my peers in university, and that was due to, as I previously mentioned, work experience. Work experience is such a big thing over there. When I was filling out my UCAS application, I was fortunate enough to put all my work experience, all the stuff I managed to gain. And I definitely think, even speaking to my lecturer when I first started, that definitely set me apart from the crowd, because everybody says about the normal things they've done, but not many people can say about how much work experience they've had, how much coaching opportunities they've had. And then also, because in LLS it's all sports based, a lot of my work that I've done through the 2 years in LLS, I've been able to carry on through university. So I've definitely had a lot of advantages compared to everyone else when sat in university. My main piece of advice would be, don't be scared. And I know that is such a stupid piece of advice, but I feel like when LLS first came over to Qatar, not many people knew what BTEC was. And coming from the UK, I understood what BTEC was, but over there, not many people did. And I feel like I would tell people not to be scared to do something different. And even though you are doing something different, it doesn't matter. You're still getting the same qualifications. I'm still going to be able to go into uni. As I've said, it set me apart so much from everyone else. And I just say, and take every opportunity you can get, whether that be with coaching, whether that be with teaching, whether that be with anything.